Hey viewer, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video I'll be quickly teaching you. This video is for CSS beginners. You must have learned HTML, and then you're probably a beginner or an intermediate CSS developer. So this video is to teach you one fun thing you can use CSS to do, and that is to design a German flag using HTML and CSS. So quickly, in the next few minutes, we are going to be designing a German flag using just HTML and CSS. So first of all, let's look at what a German flag looks like. Now, this is the picture of a German flag. You can see. So this is it. It's black, red, and green. And we're going to make it fancy by adding a pole effect, right? All right, now, so let's go over to our HTML. First of all, you must have set up your HTML. And as for me here, I just have an H1. Let's look at what we have currently. Just an H1 that says flag creation via HTML CSS. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to create a container. I'm literally teaching you how to analyze, because you're going to be working with product designers. You're going to receive product designs, UI UX designs, and the first thing you must learn to do is to analyze it. How do I go about this? So what I'm going to do is this pole, I'm going to put it in one container, while this cloth will be in container, and I'll wrap both of them in one container. So first of all, I would have the parent container. That's this div with a class of container. Now inside it, I'm going to have the two different sections, one for the pole, one for the flag. All right, now, so the first section, I give it an ID of pole, and then the second section, I give it an ID of flag. So currently we have two different containers now. The first section, I give it an ID of pole, and the second section, I give it an ID of flag. Now, looking at what we can actually call a product design here, the first section is very simple. The second section, looks like more where the work is. That one that contains the cloth, the flag itself. How can we now make this flag? Now, this is the section here. This is what the second section looks like. Inside it, we have three different pieces. So I'm going to create three different children containers, three different divs inside it, inside the parent section. So now going over inside our second section with the ID of flag, I will add the three divs, and I give them the same flag, the same class name of flag divs. Flag divs. If I currently, because I've not started anything, there's no text, you will likely not see anything on the UI. Then lastly, I'm going to just add a text below called German flag, and let's save and see what we have. We can't see the divs because it's empty. Naturally, in HTML and CSS, if you add a div without adding background color or border and width and height, you are not likely to see it visible. So to make it visible, we will head over to our CSS now. So the only thing we can see is text. Now you can see this is all we need to actually create that flag, but the work now lies in CSS. So the first thing we're going to be styling is the parent container. The parent container that houses both the pole and the flag. All right, now, so remember we gave it a class of container. So what do we want to do? We're going to set the display to flex, because we want the flex direction to be on a row basis, left to right, the pole by the left, the flag by the right. If not, the pole will be at the top while the flag will be at the bottom, and that's not what we want. So I believe you must have learned, you must have an idea of CSS flex box. So now, that being said, I set the display to flex, and I'll give it a margin left of 10 rem, because I don't want it to be gummed to the side. I want some spacing by the left, and margin top as well of 5 rem. That's because I don't want it glued to this H1 here. I want some spacing above it as well. And next, I will style the pole. So currently, if we look at what we have now, we will not still see anything actually, except for the spacing, the margin top, and the margin left, which you cannot still see any much yet. So going ahead, the pole now will give it a width of 10 pixel and height of 500 pixel. We want it very long, and we'll still not see anything yet until we add the background color of black. So now if I save and view, we should find, all right, now we're getting there, starting there, but we need to make it curve. We need to give it rounded borders. That's border radius, both at the top and at the bottom. So now I'm going to add a border, because I had to add a 1 pixel solid border, because if I don't add it, we will not remember that the flag, this place is black. Everything will just look so much. A black pole with a black div here might not look so well. So this 1 pixel solid white is not compulsory, but just to make, just to create a separation, make it more visible. And I'm going to give it border radius now, 20 pixel. So let's look at what it looks like with the border radius of 20 pixel. All right, it's looking curved now like a pole, just like we want it. But then I'm going to have to, the border top right radius, I'm going to set it to 0. And why that is, this is the border top right, this top right, this is top left, this bottom right, this bottom left. I'm going to set this place to 0 so that it would align with the cloth directly. It will fit in properly. So only this side is not curved, the other sides are curved. Now I'm going to style the flag itself. We're going to give it width of 30 rem, height of 20 rem, and border. You can make it smaller or bigger as you wish, but 30 rem is fair enough for the width. Height is 20 rem, and the border is 2 pixels solid black. Let's look at the shadow of what the flag is going to look like. All right, now can you see? So inside here is where we're going to put the colors. Now remember, I had to make this place flat. I had to remove the border radius here so that it will fit in properly like a real flag, or else it will not fit in. And because of the 1 pixel solid white, that's why you can see the separation. If I remove that 1 pixel solid white, it will just kind of look somehow. So now let's go ahead. Remember the 3 divs inside the flag section. The 3 divs are the ones that carries the colors. I'm going to style them now. I give them a width of 100%. That is, we want it to occupy 100% of the parent container. But the height, because there are 3, I'm going to share the height by 3 equal part. That's like 3.3. So what I'm trying to say is, each of them is going to occupy 100% of the width. But the first, since there are 3, each of them is going to take that 3.3%. The second one takes that 3.3%, and the third one takes that 3.3%. Altogether, they share the space equally. All right, now, so we're still not going to see anything here because we've not added any background color to them. So now we're going to add them separately. The first one, nth child 1. Okay, I'm going to give it the background color of black. This okay, let's see what that looks like now. Black. Now you can see that white border that I had. It can see the effect now. So black. The next one, nth child 2. We're going to give it the background color of red. Let's see what that looks like. And then lastly, the third one, the nth child 3, gold. All right, now, perfect. We are 90% complete now. So what else? Okay, the German flag, I think we need to adjust it. So let's just give it a margin length of 12 rem so it can come to the center, and then change the font family to something more fancy. All right, now it's looking perfect now. And font size, I'm going to increase the font size and change the color. Yeah, so I save that, and we can see in less than 10 minutes we are done designing our German flag. Now let me remove this border. Let me remove this 1 pixel solid white, and so that you can see what it would look like without, if I didn't add it there. Save. It's not like you can't have it there, but you can see that it kind of just joined. So just to make it, just to give it a little more better visual, that's why I just added there right now. Which other one? Okay, this border top right that I set to 0. Let me remove it as well and see what it would have looked like if everything was curved. If everything were curved, you can see that it's making this place look kind of somehow. So that's why I had to add it there. Like I said, it's not compulsory. So that is it. And it's looking better and it's looking more like a flag. You can actually decide. So I can actually make, instead of end child, I can also make this one end of type. It's still the same thing. These are called pseudo classes in CSS. End of type 1 exactly. So instead of using end child, I could also use end of type. In case you've learned about end of type and you're wondering why I didn't use end of type, I can also as well use end of type. So using end of type, I'll still have the same result. End of type 3. If I save, it will give me the same result. Can you see? All right, now, so you can just try it out. Drop your comments, and please don't forget to like this video. You can share, and most importantly, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll keep on posting more valuable things like this that you can learn from. Thank you.